Listen out. Field of unpredictable opportunity. If you follow that call, an adventure, you don't know what's going to happen. That's the solution. If you are kind of lost, just wanting the final things like getting rich and having everything without commitment or without you want it fast, like if you want $1 billion like a magic, and you feel sad that you're losing opportunities in life, and you feel sad that you don't get a good relationship, that the world is doomed and you are old and you cannot do that anymore. That's the feeling when you just want the final results. And for 99% of people, we cannot handle that because it's not easy to be rich. It's not easy to get in a good relationship. I mean, it's not hard. It's just, you just need to endure. Like, it's not a rocket science, to be honest. You just need to keep going at the same direction, in a really good direction, in a scalable direction, in a profitable direction. But you don't need to be Apple. You don't need to create the NVIDIA or the OpenAI company. If you are thinking like that, you are an infant. You didn't grow up yet. So you need to grow up. Because even those people, I'll not get into that, but even those people didn't believe that they would create such things. They were in the present, creating the present, seeing the future that they believed in, listening inside. And that's the most important thing that I'm proposing here to you. You don't need to believe me. You just need to try it out in your own life. That's my whole purpose with this channel. It's not being professorial. But when Carl Jung studied ancient people, and Jordan Peterson brought that up recently, we rediscovered that we need to be adventurous. We need to listen to that call that we have in the Bible, that you have in a lot of mythologies, examples that you have in our own lives, that we know that we have such calls from inside out. And we have to answer that call. We all just want that. We want to be free and want to be happy. That's what you want. And we tend to generalize that getting rich will give us the happiness and the freedom that we want. And I said in another video that it's not true, that we get freedom before getting rich, and you need to be yourself before that. You can't be that without the money, and then we will take the money most probably. And of course, you need to be intelligent, there's a lot of stuff, cannot say that at all. But it's not a rocket science. But what you have to do, I've got to do, we have this call. I've answered my call in pandemics, 2020. I was just postponing that. I loved studying about Carl Jung, about the true and deep psychology. I wanted to know how to get a good mental health so I can live well for a long time. And I had a lot of problems with anxiety and the sadness, melancholic, and this low self-esteem. Like, I couldn't bring this fantasy into reality. So I need to grow up, and I studied, and it helped me a lot. And I answered that call in 2020, and was the best thing I did, because I changed my life for what I want to do while channeling a lot of other things. I just didn't choose between one and another. That's another good aspect from these kind of calls. When you grow up, we bring a lot of things together. Everything comes up into a single point when you cannot deny anymore. There's a call. There's a call for what? For an adventure. And that's the solution. You don't need to find out what's going to be the best output, the best result, because nobody knows. if it's Nvidia, if it's AI, if it's crypto. Nobody knows. You can do such, like you can be in psychology and you can make tons of money. Just need to rely on scalable things, technology, but basic technology. You need to find out what's for yourself, what you are willing to do. And that's an adventure. Like we need to remember the past, like in 1500s, the Portuguese people traveling around the world, like finding new lands. And so that's the first thing we need to be willing to do. We need to be adventurous. We need to find the adventure. We need to get excited by going in an adventure without knowing that. So I'll repeat that phrase to you so you can understand that. It's a field of unpredictable opportunity. If you follow that call, an adventure, you don't know what's going to happen. And that's the fun stuff. So when such things happen, you are already in the path. You're already in the journey. You already listened to that call. So you can have something to live. You don't need to keep waiting for the opportunity. You don't need to be stressed. You need to listen to some random Twitter guy who says that altcoin is going to be like $1 billion. You can find out what you love, what you like, what's your journey, what's your call. It's much more than love. It's such a thing that only you can do. Nobody else will do it. It's such an inner call, and you are gonna suffer. But you will not feel like that suffering a lot, because you are aiming to a direction. You are being fulfilled with that process. You are being yourself in your totality. You are living that totality. That's the most insane, beautiful thing. That's how to live with freedom and happiness. I have no doubt about it. So you grab a piece of paper and you write down what are the rules, what do you want from life, and what do you know you should do. That's your mission. And it's not an easy path, but it's something exciting for you. It's exciting to you. It's exciting. You will not feel like you are being a slave. That will keep you free. So if you are tired of being a slave, that's the call that you'll never take. Of course, if you are an employee and you work like as an accountant, you have pays, you have to pay the bills. You cannot do that. You can do it if you want, but if you don't take many risks, which is a very important factor on getting rich, and you are not you don't take many risks, you can do it like half and a half. You can start at night studying philosophy if you want to be a philosopher, I don't know, and you can keep your job, and as the time passes, we will find out a way to live greatly with that profession or that call, that mission that you need to do at the right time. I guarantee you. That's why people says that God will bless you and will protect you while you are in this path, because you will not give up. You will not give up. And everybody has it. You have it as well. You just need to listen. So if you're scrolling right now, if you're scrolling for a lot of time, you need just 5 minutes to reflect a little bit in your life. That's a very important thing to do. It will change your life in 30 minutes. You can understand what you want from life, but most importantly, what you should do that nobody has, nobody will do, just you. And you have it. Because you are an individual, and you have a lot of contacts in your surroundings, in your past, and you feel it, that you already know, you kind of already know. And then if you want to be rich, of course, you will find out a way. There's a lot of examples of people that were teachers, they got rich, people that were in an area, in a niche that was not very promising, but they find out because you apply technology, you apply sales, you apply marketing, you apply everything. You have a lot of tools in order to make it happen. That's what I did, and I don't regret for a second. Like psychology is not a very promising idea. Carl Jung is not a very promising idea. Everybody's talking neuroscience right now. But I don't care, because I know the deep truth. I know what I need to do. I know my call. I know I need to take that back to reality so people can benefit from that. So that's the answer for you that are looking for, sad, anxious, don't know what to do with their life in a lot of niches, a lot of fronts. You need to listen inside, reflect a little bit. You will have a call. And then you've got to have the courage to enter. It's like when you come to Jesus and Jesus says that you have to give up everything and follow him. And the rich guy did not. He was not 100% committed with it. That's the symbolical idea behind it. And that's a call from God, which we call self, which is the center of totality of our integrity of our mind, or our psyche. And of course, there's a lot of layers. I will not get into it. I will not get into anima. I will not get into unconscious, personal, collective unconscious, a lot of that stuff. You just need to know. You need to listen to that call. You will feel the truth. And you will not have the same result if you listen from outside. It's not you. It's not your life. People are just bragging about it. It's their life. Forget it. You're living your life. So you can listen and learn, but your path, your journey is not theirs. You just can't be inspired or know what you don't want. Listen inside. What's my call? It's an adventure. It will be tough. I will not have anything guaranteed. And that's for a lot of people. Taking risks is what separates most likely the rich from the poor. But if you are afraid of taking risks, if you choose something that resonates with your inside, that you know that you endure for a lot of time, taking risk will not be a problem, because it will be fulfilled, and you will take the chances that we need in order to be successful. Life is an adventure. Look at a lot of examples that we have, entrepreneurs, professors, a lot of people. You have many examples in the world, and you need to follow that. We have no choice. We have just to choose that and suffer for a cause, for our own cause, to be more of who we are, or suffer without a purpose and being miserable. That's our only choice. It's kind of the free will is from taking, listening, answering the call, or suffering. It's different from the Matrix, the movie. In the movie, you can live comfortable. You don't know what's happening. Or you can know the truth. But in reality, you know that you don't feel well in this artificial way of living. If it's your problem. Of course, if you're living well with it. I'm not here to say that you don't have to live, but if you're suffering from it, you just have one choice.